because like what they do is because actually because it has the cloud save, it has the cross save. Well, I don't know if it's cross save though, but what they do is they download the one version, or they complete the game on one version, and then they use the same save file and they open up the other version. And then if it's cross save, it'll unlock all the trophies immediately. They don't even have to play the game. And then you basically get 2 trophies for the price of 1. I don't know if any other ones are like this. Dr. Cat. Yeah, Dr. Cat might be like that. But yeah, it is pretty cheesy. I'm gonna be straight with you. It's such a cheese. It's just a way to boost your trophy list. So we're gonna play. Yeah, we're gonna finish it up with some word search by POWGI because I completely forgot that I was that close to the end. And honestly, I only answered like 1 computer science question. Like, it's just once you get like so many categories, it's like they never come up. That's why I like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire one, where you can just kind of like shut some of them off. And that one, like, I think what I would do is I would play the main game, and then I would just do the DLC instead of like having it all together, because then that way there's just too many random possible questions, like, and then you get like repeat questions over and over again, and then you have other questions that you don't get. But yeah, we're gonna listen to, I have an idea. We're gonna listen to the Oblivion soundtrack today. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Let's listen to that while we solve some puzzles. I'm gonna have to turn the Bluetooth back on my computer. Realize that you know what, maybe I should undo that for now. Because I'm gonna go to the washroom really quick. But yeah, we're gonna do word search by POWGI. This is something that I've been putting off for a while. I want to play like all the POWGI games, and then do like, I don't know if I can do like a long play of it, because it's like it can take, actually it'll be like game by game basis, because some games you can do the entire game in a few hours. This one, honestly, one category will take quite a while. I'm going to throw on some music. I'm not going to throw on Elder Scrolls 4 yet. Ooh, they even have the Morrowind soundtrack. Let's listen to... You know what, I'm going to put that one on for now. And then when I come back, we're going to listen to the Oblivion soundtrack. Unless you like this one more. Or if I like this one more. Either way. But yeah, don't be shy if you have video game soundtracks that you want to listen to, because some of the covers, it's the covers that flag my shit. Because it's like somebody will do a cover of a song, and then like they copyright their cover, even though the original song isn't even copyrighted. It's like I could listen to Super Mario music like from the original game all day, but then if I think the example is TPR. The TPR, the guy who does like the Final Fantasy piano covers. I'm pretty sure that's what I was listening to on the first one that got it like muted. I think for a small section of it. Was it a big section? I'm not sure. Yeah, some of it got muted. What I hate is that they mute the whole thing. But yeah, I have to. Oh shit! My dumbass turned the TV off. There we go. Just trying to connect back. There we go. I'm trying to connect my headphones to my computer. It's always the hardest thing. So it's like it won't connect to the computer if it's like connected to other things. There we go. So it's always giving me a hard time. We good now? No. I can't tell. Is it just really quiet? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna BRB. I need to take a bathroom break, and yeah, we'll listen to this. Sorry, I am back. Oh yeah, I accidentally turned off my TV. So we're gonna play a little bit of word search by POWGI. We're gonna do another category. It usually takes about an hour per category. Yeah, I have that. Okay, so this category is time to eat. Well, this is gonna be a fun one. Alright, so we got vegetable patch. We're gonna start with that one. And yeah, I was teasing the Elder Scrolls, I think Morrowind for a little bit, but I want to put on the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. That's the one I want to put on for this stream. But I do want to listen to Morrowind. Maybe we'll listen to Morrowind next time. Alright. Maybe I should just do... Maybe I should just play it until like this is over. Oh, it's exactly an hour, so it's a little loud. But it'll probably go until it'll probably go until the end of this, maybe a little bit after. It'll do some like suggestions or something. Alright, so we're gonna go, I'm always gonna like look for things in order, like top to bottom. If you find something and you wanna say where it is in chat, feel free to let me know. But I will grab it later. Because, yeah, right now I'm looking for broccoli, but if you happen to find yam and you want to tell me where yam is so I can find it easier when I get to it, more than welcome to share that information with me. We got broccoli, it's going up on the diagonals. And we got cabbage, I see cabbage right there. Some of them I see ahead of time too. Like I see red pepper, but I'm not gonna, it just means that when I get to it, I don't have to look as hard for it, or if I forget. Sometimes I like forget where it is. But I got carrot here. I see onion on top of it. We got cauliflower. The longer words are so much easier to find because, yeah, for the most part, like they can also only be. I think some of them are so long that they can only be diagonal. Alright, so we have celeriac, which is a very interesting... Yeah, it's a very interesting thing because it kind of looks like... lettuce or something, but it tastes like celery. But, oh, I found celery. That's not celeriac. Celeriac is going backwards and diagonal, and then celery here. But yeah, it's a very strong celery taste too. I've never actually put it in a dish. I've only ever used it for vegetable stock because of how strong that celery flavor is. It's pretty good for that. I don't know if I would want it in anything, to be honest. It's just. Alright, we got chard. So chard is just another type of lettuce. I don't know. It's called Swiss chard. And it kind of, I think it's purplish. I think it's a mix. I think it's got green and purple. But, I don't know. There's just so many different types of lettuce. Some of it is like, it's not really any better than other types. It's just more expensive and it sounds fancier, so people will buy it so they can be like, yeah, I put some Swiss chard on my steak or something like that. You know? It's just fucking bougie shit. What is the other one? Oh, collard greens. Yeah, collard greens. We got kale. Kale is actually it's got all the same benefits as spinach, and it's not like it's not necessarily any better than spinach, but it was really pushed. Somebody had told me their little conspiracy theory of it, where it's just like they overproduced kale and they were trying to like get people to want to eat it. You can just honestly just be like, yeah, we overproduced this. Please fucking eat it. We'll put it on sale. We'll make it cheaper. That's like the best thing that you could do, honestly, is just make it cheaper. Because you know what? I eat a lot of pierogies. You want to know why I eat a lot of pierogies? Is it because pierogies are, I mean, they are pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. But the fact that I can go and buy a big ass bag of pierogies for $2 is a big part of why I eat a lot of pierogies. Like, make things cheaper and we'll buy it. Like, yeah, because I think a big part of it was like kale was on sale a lot too. I do remember it being the cheaper option when compared to spinach, and it like lasts longer. Like kale like just lasts longer, and I also get this like feeling when I'm eating it like it's cleaning between my teeth. This is like a weird, might be only be me thing, and it might not even be doing that. But yeah, I get this weird like cool feeling where I'm like it's actually like cleaning my teeth as I'm eating it. But then again, some of it's probably getting stuck in my teeth. I don't think it. Well, actually no, because spinach like sticks to people's teeth, right? There's always that like fear that people have like spinach on their teeth or spinach in their teeth. I don't think kale. If kale got stuck between your teeth, you would know. I am what I am. All right. That one took me 5 minutes because I'm a fucking slow ass bitch. All right, well, now we have sandwiches, baguettes. I guess you can put a sandwich on a baguette. I see peanut butter. I see meatball. Where's baguette? I'm looking for a double T. Every time I see double T, I think that no. Cut something. Cheese. No, I don't see baguette. Baguette? Oh, there it is. So a baguette sandwich. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe. I guess you can put a sandwich on a baguette. Barbecue. Barbecue sandwich. I guess? I don't know how... What were they... I don't know what was going through their mind when they're just like, we need words associated with sandwich. Barbecue. Bologna. 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 And then we have cheese. I saw cheese earlier. Yeah, cheese sandwich or a grilled cheese sandwich. I guess some of these were like way too long. We got chicken. Actually, yeah, I guess like for a barbecue you would do like what, pulled pork sandwich or maybe the old club sandwich. That's is that the... I know it has bacon on it, but I don't know, is it supposed to have like chicken as well? Or I think when chicken is on it, it's called a chicken club sandwich. Alright, so people... I watched an interesting video about hamburgers. It was Jack Black saying that, you can't really call a hamburger a sandwich. Like, technically, by definition, it is a sandwich. But if you were going to say, what's your favorite sandwich? And if hamburger was an option, then hamburger would be the easy answer, right? Because, like, hamburger has kind of been comparable to as other types of sandwiches. Because, like, you got a BLT, which is pretty dope, but, I mean... really doesn't hold a candle to a fucking, a hamburger. And like you definitely had a point there. Ice cream sandwiches are pretty good. And that's another thing where it's like its own kind of thing. Like nobody says, well, what's your favorite kind of sandwich? And nobody's going to say ice cream sandwich, even though it is technically a sandwich. It's like a dessert. And I think sometimes people might be like, okay, well, what's your favorite ice cream or what's your favorite dessert? And you'll be like, okay, ice cream sandwich. But yeah, lettuce sandwich. That would be the saddest sandwich. A lobster roll. You know, they have hot dog and they have hamburger, but they don't have taco. And like taco is also, it's technically an open. Oh my god, you shouldn't put the HU there because it's human meatball. Anyway, we got peanut butter. I remember hearing a really good joke about the difference between peanut butter and jam, but I don't think I could say it on Twitch. You know, it's just one of those if you know, you know things. Like, I don't think I can really tell you. It's, yeah. Pulled pork. Speaking of pulled pork, yeah, pulled pork is amazing. One of my favorite things is a pulled pork burrito. Like, man, pulled pork burrito, especially if you put like pineapple on it. What's that one called? Is that the Al Pastor one? I think that's what Al Pastor is, or at least somewhere that I went, that's what their Al Pastor was. Don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. I mean, it's the place that was wrong. I don't think any. Actually, there might be some like real authentic. Actually, yeah, there was. I don't know if it is anymore, but it was. So it used to be really good. Oh, let's get bready to crumble. But I used to go to this place for burritos all the fucking time, and they were so good. And I think they were like a couple. They were a couple that owned it. And I think they might. It's hard to say. It's hard to say with anybody here if they're like authentic Italian or Italian, authentic, like just any kind of like South American food, or well, I guess Mexico too, because Mexico is technically in, still technically in North America. Bagel, there it is. It's breakfast time. So these are breakfast foods. And a breakfast burrito. Yeah, it's hard to. I mean, I can't really tell either. But they just have amazing like burritos, and they weren't like huge, but they weren't like, they were just normal sized. They're cinnamon roll. They were normal sized burritos. Like, they were, you know, just like your typical tortilla, just like nice and packed. And they were expensive for the time. I think they were, yeah. Actually, no, maybe they weren't. I don't remember spending too much on them. Because I think when I first went, they were like 10 or 11. Which, I mean, actually was, it was still kind of expensive, but at least it was still cheaper than Chipotle. Yeah, it was still cheaper than Chipotle and was a lot better. You got free guacamole, and like the sauces, they had a ton of well, they still do, but they had a ton of homemade sauces, like house-made sauces. Like, they had like a Brava. They had I think some of them were named after their son and daughter. Was it Diego? It was like Diego sauce. It was like the second hottest one. There's French toast. Granola. But it was like so good. I loved it. And then I ended up like moving out of like the area. And I recently went back there because I had to go to that part of town. And I went there to see, and it was like so hard to even tell if it was open. And then I ended up paying like, I swear to God, it was like 18 with the taxes, and it was like half the size of what I used to get for like $11 or $12. Like, it was, man, I was so disappointed, and I was like still like, I just couldn't imagine like spending that much on something, and still being hungry after. That was the most disappointing thing, when you spend like almost $20 on something and you're like not even full from it. Like, that's, man, that was the most disappointing, like, just bait and switch, because it used to be so good and then it like really got downhill. That happened to me with the pizza place too. The pizza place down the street that I used to love going to. Like, the last time that I went there, it was like, I don't know, the pizza tasted old. Like, it just, I don't know how else to explain it. It was like, it looked like, it tasted like they had made it a while ago. Alright, scramble. Waffle. I think that's a dough thing. Because I used to work at a pizza place, and I used to have to ask people, even though I had like no, it's not that I had no authority, but I was like in a completely different, like, I was like prep cook. I was just like, for the love of God, please don't pre-roll so many like pizza doughs, because they get stale. They get stale and gross, and then if I have to like make someone a pizza, and I have to use your old ass dough, like that is like technically on me. Like, I know I just kind of like, I'm just making the pizza, like, because I don't like always make pizza. Well, I didn't always make pizza for people. It just happened to be if like nobody else was at the counter or anything, and like I was just like the only one who was like there and like ready to make pizza. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of looks like you're the one who made that choice. I was like, I didn't make that choice. Alright, we got egg. It was baking. Sorry, I like plowed through the breakfast one. We got flour. And like, I've never had anybody like come back and complain, but like, I've even made my own like pizza, and it actually sucks because like I only get like half off, or I would only get like half off, and you know, like, sometimes you don't even really notice it until you take it home and cook it. But yeah, it sucks even when you get half off and you're like, you get it home and you eat it, and it's like eating pizza off a fucking cracker. Like, bro, with the fucking amount of money we charge for these, like, there's no way people should be eating stale ass pizza dough. And it's like, just, yeah, and it's not that hard. You just don't roll out so many. It's actually, I hate rolling out that many at once. It sucks. It's a pain in the ass. And that's the other thing, is like, you don't know how many people, you never know how many people are going to come in. Sorry, I just like gapped on glaze. You never know how many people are going to come in. And that's what makes it so hard. And yeah, I've had days where the morning person had come in and like rolled like 20 pizza doughs, and like you only get like 2 customers. It's just like, oh, all of this is gonna go to waste. At the very least, like the dough, I think the dough itself is somewhere from like, well, at the time it was like 50 cents to $1. I think $1 maximum. But that was the big, that was the big thing of what like the food cost was the pizza dough, because they didn't make pizza dough on site. They got it from like a supplier, and I mean, we proofed them and we rolled them out, but yeah, we got them from a bakery. And the other one was the cheese. The cheese was another big part of the food cost. And the meat not so much. But on average, I think a pizza costs like, I think at the most, I think our fanciest, like most expensive pizza that had like summer sausage on it, and pastry. Yeah, it had like summer sausage on it and some kind of fancy cheese. I think that one was like $5 for like the pizza and like all the ingredients and stuff. But most of them were only like $2-3. Recipe. Recipe. Sorry, I'm like fucking... I'm not with it right now. Recipe. R-E. Oh, there it is. Recipe. Recipe. And we have roll. I gotta find a double L. Roll. Alright, and then we have sifting. Sifting. Some of the best thing you can do is like just look for the white space. Stirring. So yeah, it's at the very least gonna have one letter in the white space. There might be some overlap, but not usually. ing. What's sifting? Stirring. Maybe I can find a double R. Oh yeah. Yeah, because the S and the I, but it's mostly already covered, which makes it kind of hard to find. We got sugar. We got sweet. We have whisk. Whiskey business. And then we have yeast at the top there. Nice. Man, that one definitely took me a minute. Oh, I totally forgot about the little song at the end. I hope I haven't been pushing it forward too soon. Alright, so we got herbs and spices, allspice. I always forget what's in allspice. I know it's in 4-spice, but I forget what's in allspice. We got basil. And we have bay leaves. I have so many bay leaves and I just forget to put them in stuff. Alright, we got cardamom. We got chives. I do see ginger, but I am looking for chives. I'm pretty sure if I find the V... Well, no, tuna is there, but like, it's not an actual answer. IVES. There must be another V somewhere. Actually, yes. I say V is not a very common letter. There's a good chance if you find the V, you'll... oh, that's coriander. Cilantro. There's a little cilantro. We got cinnamon. Gem tuna. Synonym. Cinnamon. Persimmon. And then we have coriander. Coriander and cilantro. Not too different flavor wise. We got dill. And then we have fennel. Ugh. Fennel makes me... Actually, it doesn't make me gag as much. But I really did not like fennel for the longest time. Mainly because it tastes like sambuca. Sambuca, so black licorice. So it tastes like black licorice. Sambuca tastes like black licorice. I got like really sick from drinking too much sambuca. So it might be because of that, but like honestly, the taste of like even star anise. Even star anise can kind of make me gag a little bit, even though it's in I think it's in chai tea, but you don't notice it as much. But yeah, star anise can make me gag a little bit, and same thing with fennel. I'm not a big fan of, especially the like I think the ground up one in the sausage sometimes, yeah, because it's in sausage or pepperoni sometimes, depending on like who makes it. Marjoram. I always forget what to do with that. Marjoram. I do like sage though. Sage was like one of those things where I did end up buying some, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I even put this in? But it's so good with chicken. It's hard for me to even make chicken without feeling... Oh, the gem tuna is part of nutmeg. Alright. Yeah, I find it's hard to even make chicken without wanting to like just put a bunch of sage on it. And we got paprika. We have rosemary. Rosemary is another one of those where it's just like, I don't know. I wouldn't put rosemary and sage on chicken, but they're both good on chicken. I guess you could put both on you want, but they're both kind of strong like flavors. So I don't know. Rosemary is good on the breakfast sandwiches that we made at this diner that I used to work at. They would throw rosemary in the pork. It was rosemary, and then I think there was something else. We blended up these, I think they were adobo peppers, and they were in some kind of sauce. And I was like, I didn't even know there were adobo peppers. Or no, they're chipotle peppers, and they were in adobo sauce. That's what it was. And that would get blended up with some maple syrup and rosemary. And I think that might have been it, actually. And then ground pork. I read up on the latest herb news by reading Time magazine. But yeah, and it was just, yeah, it was like, they have one of the best breakfast sandwiches. It's so good. Alright, bits. And then breakfast. So it's all about bacon. We have Canadian. I liked it so much that I didn't like officially make it because I kept it ground. And I made it into breakfast wraps, actually. But yeah, I still, on occasion, like make the breakfast sandwich. Yeah, exactly. Not like perfectly, but basically like the same idea. Just I don't have time to make a patty. I don't like making patties. Drippings. So I would making breakfast wraps as opposed to breakfast sandwiches, because you have to make the eggs too. You gotta make the eggs like circular somehow. Drippings. Let me look for the double P. There we go. I immediately found it when I found the double P. Alright, bacon drippings. Okay, we got fatty bacon. What's up here? Fatty. And then we have flavorful. It's flavorful, and we have fried. FR. Fried. We got E-Ride. Fried. Got FR here. Looking for another FRO right over here. We have garnish bacon as a garnish, huh? Well, I guess Caesar salad. Hickory smoked bacon. Rasher. I don't know anything about rasher, what it has to do with bacon. But I do know that it is right here. And then we have bacon sandwich. Sandwich. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I still think that's one of the most basic but like really good sandwiches, but I'm not the biggest mayo fan. So I used to make a BLT where I worked, and then I would put this thing that we had called bistro sauce. There it is. And bistro sauce, to make it easy, it just kind of tasted like mayo mixed with horseradish, but it also had a little bit of something else. Slab. Probably mustard. I think it was mayo, mustard, horseradish. We got sliced, we got smoked, and strips. There we go. Alright, what do you get if you cross a pig and a dinosaur? You get Jurassic pork. Jurassic pork. Alright, so desserts. We got apple pie. Apple pie? Apple pie, right here. We got baklava. Oh man. Just before I finished, there was this place that opened up across from where I worked. I think it was like, it must have been like 2 weeks or so before I stopped working there. And yeah, they had like they had baklava. I think they were giving it away for free with the you would get wraps. You get like donaires and stuff. Black Forest. It was my first time having a baklava. It was really good. Really good. Yeah, I wonder if they're still open. I don't really go down that way very often. Brownie. There it is. Found the W. That's the one thing you can do is like you can try and figure out some of the least common words or letters, sorry, and you can look for it, or this one where it has a double B. If it's like a double E though, it's not going to help that much, or maybe like a double L, something very common, but a double B is not that common. Too nod. Okay, we got gulab jamun. That's a really good. It's almost like an Indian timbit. We have ice cream. Ice cream. The only thing is like, I ordered gulab. I think it was gulab jamun. Not knowing that I would get, I think just one. I think I literally just got one little, and I was just like, did they not give me any? Like, did they forget to give me like more than one, or is it literally you're paying like the amount that they were charging you for literally one? Petit four, little oven. Petit four. Maybe if I find the U, yes, actually worked. U was pretty common, but it still helped. Then we got profiterole right there. And then I guess with the ice cream flavor that they decided to go with, it was Rocky Road or Dairy Kakor. Then we got shortbread going down on the right. And then tiramisu. That's so. I have a little bit of a confession to make. Tiramisu, to me, and please don't judge me on this, but it sounded like it was from like Japan or China, right? It just, I don't know, the way it goes, because I guess maybe miso, so like tiramisu, I don't know, it sounded, I thought it was like an Asian dessert. My mind was blown when I found out it was Italian. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just, yeah, I assume like dumb things like that all the time, where I'm just like, oh yeah, I thought this was that. But yeah, I legit thought fucking tiramisu was an Asian dessert. Why did the baker stop making donuts? He was fed up with the whole business. That's funny. Alright, we got sauces. We're getting saucy up in here. Barbecue. Right here. Barbecue. Good way to start. And then the same B for bechamel. Nice. And then we got buffalo sauce. Buffalo. Surprisingly, you don't eat it with buffalo. We got cheese. Cheese sauce. Got lucky with that double E. We got cocktail. I was gonna say K's aren't gonna be that common. Yeah, there we go. Second K I see is cocktail. We got coulis. Coulis is basically just taking you just take any fruit that you want, and I forget if you add. I think you add some sugar to it, but you basically just cook it down until it's a sauce. You can use like raspberry, strawberry, grape, maybe. I don't know. What would happen if you did it with a banana coulis? Is that even possible? I guess I could try it sometime. Banana coulis, peach coulis would probably be really good. I've never actually like tried any of them. I have made quite a few of them, but we use them for milkshakes. We use them to make milkshakes. Dressing. Actually, I think I was lying. I didn't actually. I think I made it once or twice, but a lot of the times it was like the other guy who would start it and then he would just kind of like disappear. It was never actually like my thing to do. I just kind of always ended up doing it sometime. All right, hoisin. I don't know how to. Well, it's definitely not hoisin. It might be hosen. Well, I don't even know how to say it. You know what? I should stop saying it because I don't know how to say it. Hoisin would be like my first instinct on how to say it, but like knowing that's definitely not how you say it. Sometimes I am just like that. You're just kind of hoping someone will correct you. I've definitely had that where I'll go to somewhere and I'll like say the thing that I want to eat, and then I think this one place, the guy was actually just like, "What?" He had no idea what I was asking for. Yeah, 'cause it was like, oh, I forget. Now I forget. Now I'm trying to like tell the story. But it was just the name. It was just the name of the chicken. I think it was a chicken. Like I think it was like a chicken kind of shawarma, but it was like the name that they called it, like where they were from. And I think Pico de Gallo. Sorry, Gallo. That's I'm saying that wrong too. Because there's Gallo and Pollo. I was saying, well, actually, I don't think I ever said it out loud, but I was saying it in my head. Polo? Or not, sorry, not chicken de pollo. Pollo. It's arrows con pollo, that's what it was. But I was always saying it in my head like Paulo. And I'm just like, thankfully I never said it out loud until I heard it being said, and then I'm like, oh, I've been saying it wrong this whole time in my head. Thankfully, in my head. But yeah, it's pollo. It's Pollo, but it's pollo. We got Tabasco. I'm trying to, if it pops up into my head again, the name of the donair like thing. It's just because I tried to say it and I thought I was like saying it right. It's kind of interesting here. Oh, we got something saucy. Did you hear about the hyena who drank a pint of gravy? He was a laughing stock. Yeah, there's a lot of places here like they keep the name of like what it is where they're from. And then you come in and you kind of sound silly sometimes, and I don't mind, especially if someone corrects it. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. Now I'm just like, oh shit, now I know how to say it. But I'm still trying to remember that one. It'll probably come to me when I'm not trying to remember it. So I'll just move on, because that's when it'll jump into my head. So we got beach, we got Brazil. But yeah, it was just the name of their name for like the sandwich, the wrap, I guess, more like a wrap. And well, it's even like that with I think it was Mexican places, like they would have burrito, but they wouldn't. I think that's how I found out about pollo, right? Because I didn't know what anything was. And sometimes you just go in and you don't know, because you don't you don't know that pollo means chicken. Well, I mean, like if it's your first time going, right? Because after a while you get the hang of it. But you also don't know that like carne asada is like beef, right? And then there was like I think that was the Chipotle one, where I went into Chipotle and like I don't even like, this is like it's like an American chain, but it's like everything's in like Spanish, and it's just like I don't even know which one I'm ordering. Cashew. Yeah, because there's carne asada, and then there's even one for pork, and you just have to learn what's what. Coconut, COCONUT. And then hazelnut. I think for Chipotle, after a while they started explaining what was what, but yeah, I think one of the ones that blew my mind, where I was just like, oh, that's chicken. I was like, pollo is chicken. And then carne asada is carne asada pork? Might be. Cola nut. Oh, sorry, yeah, we're on nuts. I'm like halfway through this. Kurajong. There it is. Oh. And then we got Mogongo, and then we have Natal. And we have palm nut. And we got piquia. There it is, piqui. Alright, we have I think this is where I got the joke from. When you call a really angry nut a pistachio. And we got the red bopple. Actually, it might come up here. Oh no, it's a different one. I heard a rumor about peanut butter. I don't know who spread it. Alright, so we are in the fruit bowls. We got fruits. I'm going to start with apple. Apple, there it is. And we have apricots. Papricot. And then we have banana. 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 There it is. Banana. Oh, I got elderberry. There's blueberry. Alright, cantaloupe. Yeah, I cantaloupe because I have, what is it called? Oh man, I forget that too. Damn, son. Attachment? Is it attachment issues or something? Yeah, so I cantaloupe. Sorry, that was a really bad attempt at a joke. Something about not eloping. Dragon fruit. There it is, right here. Alright, and now we can go get the elderberry. I also see pomegranate. Alright. I think my father smells like elderberries. A French guy told me once that my father smelled of elderberries. Alright, grape. Then we have kiwi. Kiwi? Alright, and we got jizquat. Kumquat, there we go. Ooh, likey. Alright, and a melon. We got nectarine. There we go. A little nectarine. And we also have papaya. P-A-P-A-Y-A. Papaya. You can also be daddy, yes. Or yes, daddy. Papaya. Yeah, papa. Alright, we got passion fruit. Let's get that double S, if we can find that double S. There it is. Yeah, like right in the middle. Oh, it's such a long one. Yeah, it's only going right across the middle. Some of them are, yeah, the words are so long that they're almost impossible to hide. Like passion fruit and pomegranate. Unless you make them diagonal. But you can't make all of the long words diagonal. Sometimes, like a word search just has so many long words. Alright, plum, mulp. Yeah, pomegranates. And we have satsuma. Satsuma and strawberry. Right in the middle. Oh, did I forget to change the fucking... I did. Forgot to change the fucking name of the game. That's my bad. Alright. Alright, 4 carnivores. Alright, so this is all meat. Alright, we got bacon. Bacon. Oh, I see sausages while looking for bacon. Alright, I don't think this one's gonna be an easy find. BB. It's actually, I see so many B's, but how many of them actually have A's around them? There it is. Bacon. Alright, now we got beef. Not you and me, just that's what's next on the list. We got brisket. Brisket as well. There it is. Brisket, and then we got chicken. Ooh, chop. That's what you do to meat. We got duck. Lots of K's. But if I find that CK combination, yeah, there we go. We have fillet. Something you do, also something you do to meat. We got goose. And we have ground. So yes, few of them are not just like types of meat, but what you can do to meat. Oh, ground. Duh. And lamb. Lamb. L-A. M-B. Lamb. And we got lean. Found meatball. But where is lean? Lean. Nail. Alright, and loin. Loin. Alright, meatball. Mince. Mutton. Got mutton. Pork. And poultry. 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 PPP. Shit. Okay. Oh shit, it's right there. And we have red meat. Huh. I think maybe the M's will help me find it. Yeah. Alright, red meat. And we have rib. Rib might be one of the hardest ones to find. Being a 3-letter word and all. Or it's just going to be right there. And sausages. Right down near the bottom. And we have a shank. So we got SH. Or shank. Nas. Shank and steak. And then we have venison. And wild boar. Can't complain about that. I've got no beef. I keep this open so we can see. Alright, ooh, pizza toppings. Let's go. Alright, we're starting with the anchovies. We have bacon. And basil. Bacon, basil, we have cheese. La fromage, cheese. Chop. Double E. Oh, cheese down here. I have garlic. Alright, garlic. And then ham. Oh, excuse me. I think our best bet is to try and find the H's and see. Oh, there we go. Ma. Alright. Jalapeno. Jalapeno. We have margarita. Margarita marinara. Marinara. I'm having trouble finding. M-A. Yeah, any of the M-A's are just not in a spot. That you would want to, that you would think it would be in Marinara. I wonder why. Okay, skipping past. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Marinara. Oh. Double Z. Yeah. Z's are rare enough. A double Z would easily be. Alright, mushroom. Yeah, I saw olives at the beginning. Alright, olives. Onions over here. And we have pepperoni. I'd be like a pepper demon. I see pepper. Oh, peppers. Yeah, peppers, but not pepperoni. Oh, there it is. We have pineapple. And then salami. 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 And sausage. Sausage and tomato. There we go. Jokes about pizza aren't even funny. They're just too cheesy. Alright, so I think, yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, we hit about 57 minutes. And now we are in, I think, books. Yeah, bedtime story. Alright. So we'll save bedtime story for another time. We have so many to go. I don't even think this is like... Oh yeah, no, that's it. But yeah, it takes about an hour for each one, so that's why we kind of just save it. Either for... I was going to either do it at the beginning of the streams or at the end of the streams. But it just like worked out perfectly today. We had time. We finished up Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Which, I mean, I enjoyed the game, but I'm also kind of happy to move on to something else. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out what that is going to be. After, we'll do Planet Quiz first, and then I'll figure out what to do after. Planet Quiz will keep us busy for quite a while, though. But that one, ooh, I'm not sure about that. Like, I'm not entirely sure, because like I can't really do both at the same. Like, I can't really like play it and record it at the same time. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If I have to do like a backup or something, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do like Wheel of Fortune on the NES or something, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what other types of like Family Feud we can do. 'Cause Family Feud's easily one of my favorites. But I'll see like maybe I'll even see what kind of trivia games there are on like Super Nintendo that were not like main games. Anyways. We'll sort it out. Thank you for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, because we're getting into like suggestions and stuff. We got like a little Witcher. Let's see who is live at the moment. Not really anybody, but we have New Legacy playing Hades. Alright. Well, yes, I will see you tomorrow. And we'll be playing some wrestling. But until then, peace. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be excellent to yourself. And drink lots of water. Bye.